I don't know if you've noticed, but I usually try steering clear of predictions in Brazilian football, especially at the start of every season. And the reason's simple, actually, for two very simple reasons. With 8 to 12 clubs with real existing chances of winning the league, it's almost easier to hit the lottery than it is to predict who'll finish top 4 in the league. The other being that teams never remain untouched. For instance, 16 rounds into the season, 13 coaches have already fallen. And this revolving door applies to players as well. So with that in mind, what can be already said 2 months or 16 rounds into this campaign? Well, very quickly, let's start with Belo Horizonte, where the ones who dominated last season come from. Immediately, one comes to mind, Cruzeiro, who didn't just dominate last season, but also the one before. How are they now? Dreadfully mediocre, a mid-table team. Dreadfully because a defending champion shouldn't be located mid-table. Forget the fact that they lost all-star players and the coach behind those glorious 2 years. In my honest opinion, the most crucial loss was club football director Alexandre Matos, who was responsible for building that super team. Now Matos, along with coach Marcelo Oliveira, are working wonders at Palmeiras. A slap in the face saying, "I told you so," to a team who's fallen into obscurity. 2013 Continental and current domestic cup holders Atletico Mineiro are not only the leaders, but unlike city rivals Cruzeiro, were able to replenish the positions of those who left with quality signings. They have the best offense and, according to plenty, play the most attractive football in the country. Strong candidates to finish, if not first, at least within the top 4. Moving south and starting with Gremio, the most un-Brazilian team in Brazil. Holders of 2 Libertadores and a Club World Cup title, who shouldn't be just another team playing at best above average football. How they were until the late May departure of Felipão, a legend, though nowadays living in the dark ages in terms of modern tactics. Fast forward 2 months and they now find themselves in the upper part of the table under young coach Roger Machado, whose modern outlook on the game is a breath of fresh air. Only Gremio, with all their starters healthy, are a competitive side with title aspirations. 2 or 3 of them get injured, and that's where the problem lies. Every champion has bench depth, Gremio don't. And this negative could very much outweigh their positives come December. Gremio's bitter rivals, Internacional, who despite being from the most Europeanized region in Brazil, proved to be very Brazilian by falling into the trap of neglecting the league in order to prioritize the Libertadores. Always an obsession. An inconsistent Inter dragged their feet through these first 15 rounds, recording a measly 5 wins and often blaming how they simply had to focus on the Libertadores. Well, this arrogance bit them back. They were booted from that competition and now rushed to pick up the pieces in order to officially start their season, located in 10th place, 12 points behind the leaders. The Colorado have a steep hill to climb, but at least one good thing to look forward to is goalie Alisson, who's very successfully following the line of past great Southern goalkeepers. Since this is definitely worthy of a follow-up, next week we'll continue with the chief region of Rio and São Paulo, where there's always lots to talk about. You know what to do. Comment below with your thoughts. I'll get back to every single one. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you until next week.